I am going to discuss about the asymptotic notation BCO, which represents the upper bound for the time complexity of the given algorithm. It is represented using the animation where the bird's altitude and the aeroplane's altitude is taken as the functions for representing the time complexity, and speed is given as the input. Bird's altitude is represented as B of S and aeroplane's altitude is represented as A of S. Initially, the bird's altitude with respect to the foot and the aeroplane's altitude with respect to the tire will be compared. Initially, whenever it is taken off, the bird immediately take off, but the aeroplane will run for some time, then it will take off. So, the bird's altitude will be higher when compared with the aeroplane initially up to particular speed, that is called as a S naught. After the speed of S naught, the altitude of the aeroplane will be always higher than the altitude of the bird, which is B of S. So this can be represented as a BCO notation as B of S belongs to BCO of A of S. A of S is the reference function and B of S is the given function. So here the altitude of the aeroplane is always higher than the altitude of the bird, which is represented as B of S, which belongs to BCO of A of S. The arrow here shows the track of bird's altitude and the track of aeroplane's altitude, where B of S is always lesser than A of S when multiplied with some constant. Okay, so this is represented as the B of S belongs to BCO of A of S. Once you understand that the altitude of the aeroplane is always higher than the altitude of the bird, this can be mapped to the corresponding BCO notation using the functions g of n and f of n. Instead of A of S, which is the altitude of the aeroplane with respect to speed, similarly we can get the reference function g of n, where g is a function which represents the time complexity of that function with respect to the input n. Similarly, we can have the given function's time complexity, which is nothing but f of n, where n is the input and f represents the functions for generating the time complexity with respect to the given input n. So that is mapped to the function B of S, that is the bird's altitude is mapped with the given function's time complexity. So once the mapping is done, you can see the BCO time complexity. As we discussed previously, B of S should be always less than or equal to A of S with a particular constant, multiplying with a particular constant after the speed rises beyond S naught. Similarly, for the time complexity f of n, where it is always lesser than or equal to C into g of n, the time complexity of g of n, where n, that is the input, goes beyond a particular point n naught. So this BCO notation is represented as f of n belongs to BCO of g of n. So different functions with the same great truth may be represented using BCO notation. So BCO of g of n provides an upper bound on the growth rate of f of n.